Yeah, there you go. Track ready, bros. Hey, what's up guys? Back at it with another vlog here at Steve's garage, per usual. Today's video, we're gonna do some random stuff. To the RSX, we are installing this right here. This toe strap. That's a knockout toe strap off Amazon. It is nothing special, nothing to write home about, but it's something. A lot of track events and a lot of tracks kind of require you to have some kind of towing point on your car, front and back. Until I could get a nice expensive one, then I'll do for now. I also have a tow hook for the rear, but it's the kind of ones that you bolt on to the OEM towing point on the rear. I personally don't like those, but at the time, they were cheap and stuff, so I'm like, whatever. I could just take those on and off whenever, so. And after that, we're gonna roll the rear fenders, and I wanna cut rear bumper. My original plan was to get a rear A-spec lip. I was kind of biding my time for a good price on one or a trade or something, but honestly, I've grown to like the look of cut bumpers. As y'all know, this thing is eventually gonna be a track car, like specifically. Right now, I'm driving on the street, yeah. I'd rather have the functionality of the minimalized rear bumper. So right now, I'm just gonna remove the front bumper and install that tow hook. All right, so we got the bumper off. It was a little bit of a hassle because I forgot how many zip ties hold this damn thing. Look at this piece of crap. I marked it before I took off the bumper just to give a general idea of where it was, where I wanted it, but can't seem to find it anymore. Oh well, gonna have to wing it now. More or less marked it over here. It's somewhere inside the headlight corner, so.
Get a little bit of oil.
Oh, okay.
And put it on the tip. It'll help. Ugh. Just put a little bit in the cap. Dip the tip of the drill in.
Oh shit.
I actually had a crazy idea. Use the jack. It's like a reverse drill press.
Yeah.
There's actually weight on it. You lifted.
Yeah, I saw that. Shit's thicker than I thought it would be.
It's 2C thick. Pro tip. Use carbide drills. If you actually get to a certain point where you heat up the metal enough, it'll actually become harder. And it'll be more difficult to drill.
I feel like we're kind of making this look harder than it's supposed to be.
Pro tip, start with sharp drills.
Yeah, right?
You smoked that drill.
Yeah.
That drill is fucking toast.
Alright, so the big drill bit kind of dulled out on us, so we got a smaller one. Ironically, I didn't even have to press very hard to drill through.
Try to chase it with the big drill. You have like a pilot hole now. That drill is just too dull.
Yeah, that drill is done. Alright. Real quick walkthrough. This right here was our biggest drill bit.
It's a half inch
drill bit, which is actually like a little bit smaller than the bolt that this toe strap came with.
Yeah, that bolt is like a 9/16.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
metric, but the closest 9/16.
Which was fine because the plan was to just use that and then wallow out the hole as much as possible with it for the bolt. But the tip of that, it dulled on us. So we had to use a smaller one to actually pierce through the metal of the crash bar and then wallow that as much as possible with that smaller drill bit to the point to where we could more or less get this dulled out quarter-inch or half-inch drill bit through the metal.
Hold on to the toe strap.
Oh, what? Yeah. I'm pulling the car, so.
Nice.
Okay, it's solidly mounted. I recommend, you know, you guys use the right size drill bits or even a step drill bit for this job. But yeah, hey, look, it's mounted on. I'm just gonna throw on the bumper now. Hopefully, this is also hoping we put it in the right spot, to be quite honest. Because if it's not, then we played ourselves. So, car's backed in. I'll put on some jack stands, take off the rear wheels. Steve is gonna go ahead and work his magic with these fenders. These are not ever been touched, and yeah, these are virgin rear fenders. Luckily, this car, there's no damage to the quarter panels, so it should fold pretty well. Along this line right here is where I'm gonna be cutting. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any cutting discs or anything. Or cutting wheels, I should say. I did bring my Dremel. Hopefully, it's the wheel is big enough to do some cutting. We'll see. So yeah, we're gonna get on it.
Do you know typically where you want to cut?
Yeah.
Under the black or over the black?
Under the black. There's a line on the side of the bumper. I'm just gonna follow that straight across.
You could, once the wheels are off, you could try a razor blade and see if you can get it started.
Yeah, better try it with the wheels off, like you said, yeah. Alright, so Steve is starting the fender rolling on this side with his trusty Eastwood fender roller. While he's doing that, I'm gonna use this razor and start cutting from here. But yeah, so let's try to give this a shot. Alright guys, so that's the bottom of that rear bumper cut off. Steve's making good headway with that rear fender, and it actually doesn't look too bad. A little bit of that styrofoam from the rear bash bar is exposed, but yeah, you know, whatever. I'll probably just spray paint it black or something just to cover it up. And I definitely need to get better rear suspension stuff soon. Since that stuff's exposed, needs some clout stuff. It wasn't too hard at all. I'm actually gonna use that Dremel to clean up some of these edges. I did.
It's not a Dremel.
It's close to it.
It's from Harbor Freight.
Harbor Freight's excuse for a Dremel. I'm gonna use that and clean up some of the edges, because some of the edges were not really like straight or anything. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That part's pretty self-explanatory and all that. It might have been easier with a cutting tool, but with a nice new razor blade and some elbow grease, you can still get it. All right, so Steve finished the driver's side rear, and yeah, it's rolled flat. Damn, that's nice. That's some good ass work. This paint is kind of chipping over here where this fold is. But yeah, the rolled flat, and he's working on the other side. While I was took this Dremel-ish thing with a sandpaper, like a grinder, sandpaper grinder thing attachment, and just smoothed out as much as possible the edge. I'll probably get some fine grit sandpaper and just smooth it out even more as like final details and stuff. You know what? While we're here, let me try something.
A few moments later.
Yeah, so that's the rear tow hook that I got. Some cheap ass tow hook off of Amazon. It says it's password JDM, but I doubt it. So I threw it on there just to see. It's not even tightened down. I just wanted to see how it looked like, and as expected, it's pretty ricey. Yeah, that's how it looks from back here, kinda, sorta. So, such less quality and ricey looking compared to Steve's right here.
Mine is a T1 race.
He has a T1 race. Unlike my car, he actually has a tow hook attachment point on his rear. I don't know why these RSXs didn't have any front or rear tow hook attachments. They have tow hook areas, but they're just, you know, like little loops that were welded onto the chassis. That's only gonna be on there during track days. Steve finished up that side of the fender. Really flat like the other side. This car is pretty much done for the day. Also, I forgot to mention yesterday some maintenance on the RSX. We replaced the PCV valve and then the VTEC solenoid gasket and the oil pressure switch O-ring, which is kind of like its gasket. We did that yesterday. I forgot my camera stuff, so I didn't record it. I wanted to, but yeah. So this whole weekend was pretty much kind of sort of random mods and also some maintenance. We're pretty much done. We're gonna put this car down on the ground, torque down the wheels, and that's it. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you haven't yet, subscribe and like this video, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.